y'all? It's your girl Latone, and you're now tuned into No Fluff TV.
This that NC State, riding round in my NC place. The tall hills and NC State, yes, NC's great. Cheer wine in my NC State, wouldn't rather be in any place. This that NC State, riding round in my NC place. The Winston Rams and EC State, yes, NC's great. From Cookout to Bojangles Place, wouldn't rather be in any place. This that NC State. It's a beautiful day in the R.
What up, y'all? Welcome to No Fluff TV. Today I have a very special guest. Actually, this lady is the first guest I had on No Fluff TV, man. So, all praise to her today, man. Miss Lexi Luther.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So, glad to have you back.
Thank you for having me, too. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah. And so, I'm sure you've seen, but one of the things that I've included in this these interviews are the enough of questions. Mm-hmm. We didn't have these when,
No, and you know what? Let me give a shout out to this wonderful space. I want to personify these four walls.
Okay.
This great room. I don't know the dimensions, so I can't show off because it would be wrong. Our first interview was actually in my studio, which was a rental storage unit that I had for a month, and I pimped that bitch and had everything up in there, including that. So this is wonderful.
Right. Appreciate that, man. Yeah. So look, here's how it goes.
Yes.
I choose a number. I'm gonna choose a number between 1 and 10. You choose a number between 1 and 10. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do the math, and those are the number of questions you gotta answer.
Okay.
Okay. What's your number?
My number is going to be 7.
Oh. Okay. Well,
number of perfection.
Right.
Of course.
I had 7 as well. So you don't have to answer any questions.
No, I do.
You do?
Yeah, I want to.
All right. Let's try it again.
How many do you guys want? They said 7.
They said 7?
Yeah.
I chose 2 again.
Okay.
So now you answer 5.
Okay. This is wonderful.
Okay.
You know what this reminds me of? Like, I don't know if you remember this, but like when I was a kid, we would have these, when we would have Sunday dinner together, we would have this little, like wooden loaf, and it would have scriptures, and they would pass it around the table, and you would have to.
Wow.
This is the 70s. Sorry.
All right. There you go. 5 questions. Just unravel those and read them. And answer. However you want it, whichever one you want to start with first.
Okay. I will be starting with this one, you guys. Okay. What age would you choose to stay? What age would you choose to stay? What is it? Okay. Honestly, I'm really good where I am. I am in terms of like the scene here and the rap game. I'm not a spring chicken.
Right.
If I am, I'm a dish.
Right. Okay.
I'm a chicken box. No, I'm not a chicken box. I'm not a chicken head either.
Right.
But I'm wise. I've lived a good life, so I'm not really tethered to age at all. Okay. If it was not associated with my brand, if it was just me in the street and somebody wanted to know how old I was, I would tell them because I don't care.
Right.
I'm more concerned about making sure that I don't waste time than I am about age.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I do it back up?
No, just.
I don't know if I can get it exactly the same.
Right. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. I'll do all that later.
Boop.
Gotcha.
Another one?
Yep.
Another
all 5.
One. Okay.
All 5.
Oh, this is long. It's like a run-on sentence. What's one thing that is weird to others but normal to you? What is normal to me? I mean, I don't know if it's weird. First thing that came to mind is beets. I love beets. No, the food beets.
Yeah.
I love beets.
Okay, me too.
But they don't taste good, but I just like to eat them.
Have you had them pickled?
I think that's the only way I've had them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I like them.
Yeah, I love this. It just feels like it's something that should be in my body. So I love beets. Mm-hmm. I hate eggs, by the way.
Okay.
Detest them. That wasn't here, but I just added that. And I guess it would be that I am okay spending time all by myself, which probably maybe for some is not weird, but I don't need a lot of company. I'm like chill with myself. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Y'all liking this? I wonder what's next. Let's see. Choose one, Nas or Jay-Z. It would probably be Nas.
Okay.
I lived in New York.
Hey. There you go.
I lived in New York. I mean, I was born there. Then I moved back when I was in school. And I just feel like I identify more with his experience that I see than with Jay-Z.
Okay.
But respect to, obviously,
right.
both of them. Yeah.
Getting down to it.
Let's see. Okay. What's your dream destination, and who are you taking? My dream destination would probably be Africa.
Okay.
I know that's vast.
Right.
I'm sure one of my relatives knows. I'm not quite sure what country my people came from, mother side or father side, but I definitely would love to be able to go back, go there, visit. I have a cousin who is from Ghana, and I spent a lot of time with him last summer, and he just went on and on. His girlfriend's from Nigeria, and so both of them were going back and forth. And he just expressed how much many of the continents of Africa want us to come back. And just talking about, his experience there made me really want to go. And also, I think from a spiritual standpoint, we as people of color, and I'm not putting down anyone else, but I'm definitely proud and repping who I am and where I come from. Right. We as people, we as huge people are just significant when it comes to spirituality. And I think there are portions of it that were stripped from us as slaves when we came over, or that have been vilified, that I definitely need. And actually, for the last 9 months, that's what I've really been not experimenting with, but looking into and being open to and asking questions to my, the wise people in my family, trying to understand, because we are very strong. And that's what separates us from others. So, right. Yeah. So okay. I would definitely want to go to Africa.
Gotcha.
Yep. Great questions, by the way.
Yeah, just put it in.
No, I can't.
Oh, you can't? Okay.
Okay, I'm trying. There's one more, you guys. Thank you. Did you play you played trumpet?
I don't have.
What'd you play in middle school, high school?
I didn't play anything.
What was your gig? What did you do? What were you about?
Girls.
Okay, there you go. Good enough. Good enough. All right.
Okay.
Have you been attracted to the same sex? Definitely. I love women. I do. I love how we look. I love how we smell. I love how we feel. And I love how we taste. Having said that, because I'm a woman, I love myself. I'm not saying I taste myself. Not that there's...
So she's tasting other people.
No, I mean, I the man that I'm with, I love. I enjoy being with him, and we're good. Definitely a lot of cross-pollination going on, but I love women. Right. And I love black women. I love women of color. Because we're fierce. Right. So, yeah.
Cool. All right.
Did you know the answer to that last one? Or you were you're like a blank piece of paper, just waiting to see
idea.
What the denouement.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah,
well, you got me. All right. And it's funny that it was a segue from what you did in middle school and high school.
Right. It was perfect. Yeah. Perfect. So let's get into it, man.
Cuéntame.
Yeah. Okay. So she might be going in and out of English and Spanish right here, and I'm not gonna know what she's talking about. So bear with me. Okay?
Pero está bien.
Burritos and tacos. So, all right. So you're here. You have a new song. Is it singles tomorrow?
Two songs. Well, there are 2 songs that are coming out, but one is coming out tomorrow, and then the other one is coming. Well, actually, the other one I got to work with that. Have some complexities with the distribution of it, but one is coming out tomorrow. It is entitled "Unrequited."
Unrequited. Yes. What does requited mean? For those who don't know, because not all of us graduated from college or anything, or we might not have paid attention in high school. So break that down for us. What is unrequited?
Unrequited means unmatched or not returned.
Okay.
So, you've been in a relationship with someone, I'm sure before, whether it was, emotional, romantic, or professional, where you're the person always giving and the other person is always taking.
Right.
So that's what unrequited
is.
Yeah.
I just talked about this on the last conversation piece. So make sure y'all go watch that where I talked about that unrequited situation and how when there's unrequiredness,
yes,
I leave itness.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? So, all right. So just tell us about the song. Like, who produced it? Why did you write it and all that?
Okay, well, it was produced by Sip Got Hits, and Sip is a producer out of Columbia, South Carolina, that I have worked with several times. Sherry Berry. There was a freestyle that I did. I think it was Cash App was the name of it, last summer. And then Raka were beats that I... Raka. Okay. Were beats by Sip. He's also been an engineer that I've worked with a lot. And shout out to all my friends, all my people in area code 803. Got Biggs, 803. Sticky Beats, Sip Got Hits, Lester, and anybody else that I left out. So I heard this beat, and it made me feel away immediately. And I started writing on it, and I kind of was on a retreat. Like I said, I spent a lot of time all by myself, which I championed because when I was younger, I couldn't, I remember, can I just tell you this? When I was going to Manhattan School of Music, like a conservatory, you practice a lot. You spend a lot of time in a practice room, and it sucks, and it's not fun because you're all by yourself, and it requires, it just is, it's a load of no fun, but that's, you have to do it, you have to practice. But now it seems as if it doesn't bother me. Like, I like it. In fact, my significant other, we'll just call him my Siggy, will often leave, he'll, do what he needs to do because he understands, I know you need the space. So in any case, it was a time when I had extreme solitude, and I just started writing, these words came to me, the concept of it. And it's written as if it's about a woman, but it's not about a woman at all, which if it was, I wouldn't have a hard time with it at all. And it's about the creative spirit. And, I'm sure you experience the same thing too in what you do. There are times when you have an abundance of ideas and concepts, and it seems like it's just like a fountain, como una manantial, that where it just flows and all these ideas come. And then there are other times when you ain't got shit.
Right.
Nothing's, like there's nothing. And you see all your boys, all your people, they're doing well, and, they're just doing all kinds of insane things, and you're like working, and it just is not happening. And what you discover is that it's a cycle, it's a wave, and sometimes you're on that wave, and sometimes you're just on the beach watching everyone else.
Right.
So it really is about that spirit that we can't control, that energy, that process, and so I talk about it as if it is a woman, and how she takes everything. She never keeps giving. And I feel a lot of times like the creative space is like that, where it just takes everything, and it will cause you to literally go broke. It will you know, it could cause you to separate yourself from a lot of friends that you have,
Mm-hmm.
or people that you think they're your friends. You know, the unrequited folks in your life.
Right.
It'll make you drop people. It'll make you drop people that you actually love, because when you're on that wave of creating, nothing else matters.
Right.
Yeah.
So how many people have you lost during your process?
I've lost. I mean, I don't know if I could count, but I mean, I've lost family. I've lost friends. I've lost friends that I've had for almost 20 years.
Right. Why do you think they fell by the wayside, basically?
Have you ever gone through one of your drawers, you know, in your kitchen? Beautiful home, by the way. You go in your kitchen and, you know, you have like a lot of, I meant to take a picture of this, so don't steal this idea.
Mm-hmm.
And you go through your extra packs of seasoning that you have from restaurants. Okay.
Okay.
The top three that are keepers.
Right.
Ketchup, soy sauce, hot sauce. For me, those are my keepers. Okay. Hot mustard, duck sauce, taco sauce. Not as much. And as a result, you have tons of these packets that you don't use.
Right.
That's how some of my relationships were. They were just there taking up space, providing an opportunity or the hope of their providing value or appreciating me. And then I realized these motherfuckers aren't doing anything. They're just like duck sauce and hot sauce. And so I released them.
Okay. I just want to make sure we do not disrespect duck sauce on No Fluff TV. Cause,
Is that your sauce?
I like duck sauce. I do.
What do you do with it?
I put it on fried rice.
But I'm saying, what
Or
if you have no
egg
fried
roll.
rice? What if you have no more fried rice and you have
I
no
might
more egg
put it
roll?
on a piece of chicken.
Are you serious?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Potato.
Fried chicken, duck sauce. We love you.
Well, I don't eat chicken, so I don't. Yeah.
You stop eating chicken?
I'm allergic to it.
You're allergic?
Makes me itch real bad.
Oh my God.
And I think it's because I never ate eggs, and so gradually chicken has become a problem.
Right.
I don't even like to chew it.
How do you feel about seafood?
I have had issues with it, but shrimp bothers me. Like, it's just when I'm looking at it and chewing it in my mouth, it feels weird. I love crab legs, but I know a lot of times if I eat seafood that I need to have antihistamine pills with me because it will kick in. Wow. Or either with mouth itching or my stomach feeling weird.
Right.
Yeah. I like fish.
Okay.
But the other things.
Yeah. That's cool.
But shout out you guys to this place, which is one of my favorite restaurants, and it is called Full Moon. It is in Morrisville. Over by like the Target.
Okay. I'm not that familiar.
Cary Parkway.
But how it goes.
And what is that called? 50 something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Their food's incredible.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
In any case, back to what we were talking about. Sorry. There's some relationships where I had to release people, and I release them in love. Like, it's not, like I don't need to.
Like, did you call them? Did you message them? Like, how did you release them? Or is it just you just release them from your mind?
Yeah.
And where you are.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think I've done enough.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. So, what would you say is what was the giving part of the relationship for you? Like, what were you giving and not receiving?
I think it was just like attention.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like, where I was honoring the relationship more than they were, or by doing that, I was giving them more credit, and by over crediting them, I literally took the credit from myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was over acknowledging them at the risk of not acknowledging myself. And that's not fair. Love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right.
But you got to love thyself.
Right.
Freaking love thy neighbor.
Right.
And so I just have really, really pulled back to be kind to myself. Self-care, self-acknowledgement, self-discovery.
So we have another song, Let It Sit.
Let It Sit.
Okay, let's talk about that. How did that come about?
That came about because I checked out, I knew about the producer, Tap 919, who's from this area.
Right.
And he has great mind, Jay Dilla-like. And one of his beats I liked, purchased, started working on it, but then I had had a health, wasn't even a challenged. I had surgery, so I was for a couple of months. I didn't really do anything. And then like I said, I started working on it because I was extremely disgruntled with my significant person. He had worked my last nerve.
She was disgruntled.
Yes.
Look that up.
Disgruntled. Okay. And so I would start to work on it. And then right when I was about to like bust a move out the whole situation, he would like feel it. It's like, you guys are different. Like in some ways you all are not, I mean, and obviously not you, because you're like one of the exceptions, but y'all do what y'all do, you know, I don't know, car stuff, basketball, football, I don't know, and duck sauce. And so right when a chick is about to leave, it's like you guys know it. It is so weird. I don't understand it. It's almost also that thing where women, and it's not similar, but I'm just saying it's human nature. Women only want men that are taken. The ones that are available, they don't even want. Right. They want somebody else's person, which I don't know what that is about.
I think that might comes from not so much responsibility. It's like, you know, do my thing.
I guess it's kind of selfish, but it's interesting. I'm just saying it's not fair for somebody to take something that belongs to somebody else when there are all these other candidates that need assistance and development and coddling and diaper changes because some men are babies.
Ooh,
some of them.
Y'all need to get right.
So
let's go back to the disgruntled man.
Can I just mention something else?
Sure.
Have you all also noticed, and I don't know why, that why is it, and it's like God has a tremendous sense of humor. Why is it that men's eyelashes are longer than women?
Well, because we can be pretty sometimes. No, I have noticed that though. Like I remember I had a cousin. It was like we were young. But I remember girls always talking about his eyelashes. Like, I wish mine was like that. I'm like, it's kind of weird. But, I mean, if y'all want to go purchase some, then...
No, I have some.
Right.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That's another story.
Right. Okay.
In any case, so, I miss being able to talk to humans as much as I love being all by myself. In any case, yeah. So he'll piss me off. I write. Then he fixes it. Then I stop. So when I would try to write when we were good, I couldn't because I needed that energy. I needed that venom.
So you had to.
I need that pissed offness.
Did you piss him off to get pissed off and then write?
I don't do that.
Okay.
That's just not what I do.
Gotcha.
Knowingly.
Because sometimes that's what people do. Some people do that for sex. Right? So,
I don't know.
Okay. So.
I don't have to do that for sex.
Okay. So, okay, you would get mad, then you would write.
Yes.
Be happy, then you couldn't write.
Right.
Get mad again and write some more.
Yes.
So how were you able to finish?
I saw, I think, the cycle of it and recognized the next time, I get pissed off, I'm going to sit in that shit. Right. And I'm going to let it sit.
You're going to let it sit.
And that's how I finished it.
Okay.
Yeah. He's well aware that the song is about him. The premise, the heart of it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, that's dope. I think that's interesting because sometimes people get into writing songs that I guess some are somewhat about their lives, except I guess real parts of it. It's kind of only what they want to share with the world to make themselves look better. And then sometimes people are able or do share their relationships and things that go on with that. So I think that's dope. And that's maybe because you're a woman as well, right? That you are getting this stuff off your chest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To release. Now, how did you feel after you wrote it? And you look back at it and you're looking over it like, dang, was it like I was thinking that or I was feeling that? Or how was it?
I get it. Like sometimes you look at songs and you read them and you're like, I didn't know I felt like that. No, I know I was feeling that shit the whole time I wrote it.
Right.
It's real.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so when will everyone be able to hear these songs?
All right. Well, Unrequited actually comes out tomorrow. Yay! And but you can early
so
purchase.
That means it will be out August 7th.
Yeah.
Right.
That's correct.
Right.
And then Let It Sit. I'm having some issues with it. I have to figure out what I'm going to do. But it is already on SoundCloud.
Okay.
So if you want a free listen, it is there. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can put that down in the description below.
Yeah. And then I got something else to tell you. Oh my gosh.
Let's talk about it.
To Shay, who is a choreographer. I don't know if you know her.
I've been seeing you doing choreography.
Yes, my great, not dancing. In any case, she's a great choreographer and dancer. And she is actually doing a treatment for my song that came out in June, I Don't Be Twerking. Because I don't be twerking. And it is going to be phenomenal. It comes out tomorrow too.
Okay, so you got two things coming out.
Actually, and I have a release, but I've already kind of leaked a little bit. I had a photo shoot last week with Bree, and I don't know her last name, but Bree, and so that will be unleashed tomorrow as well. So it's a great weekend.
So you just letting it loose all weekend.
Give me the bridge, y'all. Give me the bridge, y'all. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like busting loose. You were supposed to sing.
Yeah. Okay, keep going. No, you done?
I'm done.
Okay, so you got these projects coming out. That means you're working hard. You're working on the choreography. You got 3 singles that will be out all soon. Like, what else are you working on?
I'm checking out working with a new producer who's out of Kentucky. His name is D. Settles. And just, I think, delving into my sound, my brand, and just, performing too, which is really, really hard.
Right.
I know everyone feels the impact of not being able to be in that space. And yeah, I'm probably going to be doing some other professional music things for a job, but it's orchestral stuff, which I love, like conducting.
Okay.
And
really?
Yeah, so
that's interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. So that's going to be happening soon too.
All right, that's dope. All right, what else we got going on? Let's talk about it. We right here.
Well, I've been dancing.
Okay. And
so initially, I started dancing because I wanted to make my stage presentation or my performance whatever you want to call it. I wanted to make it better.
Right.
When I look at some of my earlier clips, I would do the Praise the Lord Patty 2-step, which is like the thing you see in church.
Right.
But I would do that. And I don't feel like it really represented like my brain well. So I decided that I would invest in some dancing. So I think the place is called Pink Pole. It's on Capitol Boulevard. So I took some classes there. Ram, Martez, Shay. There may have been some other people too. And so I would, I just determined that I would commit to 21 days of being in that space where I was working on dancing. And I absolutely loved it.
Okay.
It's incredible. At least for me, I know I hold like a lot of tension and trauma and pain and conflict in my body. And I didn't know that until I started taking this class. And that's one reason why I think I'm so tight, was one of the reasons why I'm so tight, because I just hold a lot of stuff in my body. And had I not taken the classes, I wouldn't have known. It helped me to understand my body better, which, it makes sense. Our processor or our computer, our iOS, is our brain, and we have our soul and our spirit. But we need a healthy body to do the things that you need to do here on earth. And so that definitely helped. I'm sure I probably lost like some inches or a couple of pounds.
Definitely.
And it really helps me to understand and hear music differently as a performer and as a writer. See that relationship. And like, have you ever gone somewhere and you go the same way every time you go there, but then one day you decide to take a different route to the same place, and it changes how you see that place? That is how dance has affected how I write and how I perform, because I saw music from this perspective, but now I see it from this perspective. Right. And it just helps immensely. I wish I would have started a long time ago, and I will definitely be dancing for a long time. Right. Maybe not, I'm very competitive.
You are?
I don't like to suck. It hurts my feelings. Right. And let me tell you, I've looked at some of the footage. It's pretty bad.
Right. And so what when you say the way you were performing, it wasn't representing your brand correctly, what is your brand?
What is my brand? I mean, my brand is my experience as me, who I am, and putting it on wheels, which are the words and the beats that I use from the producers that I use, and how I ride the beat. That's my brand. It's just the straight music. There's no marketing. I mean, there's marketing, but it's not bracelets. It's not anything else. I just don't have the time to do all of that. I'm focused, straight on the music. Yeah.
Okay. So, you say you're looking at the music differently.
Ooh, can I tell you something else?
Sure.
So, sorry you guys, I get really excited. Yeah. So I feel that when I'm creating and when I'm in my creative space and when I'm with the unrequited, I'm out of time. I'm not in time. Because these songs that I write, they've already been written, because God creates time. There's a beginning and the end. He's not in either, because he's out of time, right? So we're in time because we need it as humans. We need the chronos to be able to order things and to understand our experiences, so they're grounded in something. And so, as a 9-to-5er, as a civilian, I'm definitely in time. But when it comes to anything I do as a performer, as a creative, all of that is out of time. My body's still in time. Right. Because my body hasn't caught up to what I do creatively. And so the dancing definitely helps. It is painful, because like I said, not painful physically, but painful because I like to know that I've nailed a moment and that I've done the best that I could do. And, because I'm just starting dancing, my best I'm kind of unrealistic with what I want to see. And so that's something that I've had to learn. But my dancing and my body lives in the world of lack, which is where we spend the majority of our time. But when I have my paper and my pen, and or I'm on the mic or I'm performing, that's out of time. Yeah. And there it's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
It is.
You described it wonderfully too.
Unrequited love.
Okay, go ahead and sing a little bit of that. Go ahead and sing a little bit of that. But now, so yeah, is there anything else? Because I don't want to leave anything out.
Yes, I'm going to interview you now.
Are you going to interview me?
Yeah.
This is No Fluff TV, not Lexi Luther Vision.
Yeah, but you're here, so
okay,
no
let's
matter
try.
what.
Let's try.
Gosh, submit. So, it's great to see you today.
Yes, great to see you.
Thank you for allowing me to have this space.
All right. Always.
So, how would you compare your first impression of Lexi Luther to your present perception of Lexi Luther, and what has been your greatest Lexi Luther moment?
I'm not sure. The thing is, I think I don't know what I'm gonna get from you. And your personality, I don't know if it I guess matches what I assume.
Mm-hmm. What do you assume? This is fun.
Well, not necessarily assume. I just use that as like, I guess what you give off. Maybe you seem okay. How would I put it? You are more lively, colorful, as a personality than you look. You look more, I guess, serious. You know, intelligent. I can still tell you're intelligent, but meaning like you just you seem more of like to yourself centered. But then like when you start talking, it's like the colors, you know, the light, that type of thing.
That's cool.
Right. That's
y'all like that? Yeah, you did good.
Yeah. I'm working over here.
Working.
And the moment, I think the moment's just this one-on-one time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I get to hear you speak, and then by hearing you speak, I learn. You know what I mean? And so, like, that's why No Fluff TV is important, because we allow people to have their voices and share them as long as they don't fluff. Now, if you're fluffing, then that's on you. But we want to keep it straight, raw, you know, over here.
I have 2 more questions.
Sure.
So, what is your favorite Lexi Luthor tune? And then the second question that I want you to, the issue or thing that I want you to speak to is entanglement.
I like the one I like the most is We Smoke.
Oh, Compatible We Smoke.
Compatible We
I
Smoke.
reach for the
and then the
river.
one you let me hear today, the 2 you let me hear today. I think those are fitting you very well.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, good.
I think you're finding your tone and, you know, the style. So
Well, thank you.
I think that's good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Enchanté.
Yeah. As far as entanglements,
Yes.
I understand entanglements.
Okay.
Yeah. You just can't say much on camera because then it's recorded. I understand entanglements, and they happen. You know what I mean? Because you know it can't be easy to be entangled. You know, if that makes sense.
No, I mean it does. I feel sorry for what's the guy's name?
Now, are you talking about their specific situation or just in general?
No, just that specific one.
Okay, sorry. So in that situation, then definitely they took advantage of each other. I think in that situation, he took advantage of being able to sleep with Jada Pinkett and sleeping with an older woman. And so I don't blame him necessarily, because if I was 24 and a 40-year-old woman, or if Jada Pinkett wanted to sleep with me, I would have took her down like Chris Brown. And she took advantage of him because he was in this situation where I guess he was going through health issues. I'm sure.
Was it mental health or was it physical?
Physical.
Okay.
And mental, I'm sure. Because it had taken a toll on his career as well.
Oh, wow.
Because, you know, August Alsina, he had a pretty good run when he first started. And I think with all the health things and stuff that he was going through, I'm sure it took a toll on him. So I think physically and mentally he was at a bad place. And I think for her, wanting to help, I think just, I guess, giving yourself and supporting someone, it happens that, you know, you find some type of attraction or something. And you know, I heard now, I don't know, pause. but I heard he had a package, so I'm sure. I'm sure, you know, he was out swimming in the pool one day and she was like, oh.
He's about to dive in.
Right. And she was like, hey, when y'all finish, let me come holler at me upstairs real quick.
Oh, no. I mean, you have to have boundaries.
I'm sure you have to, but that's why it's entanglement, because
it is an entanglement.
Maybe it should have been the boundary, but it's like, man. And so you try it, and it worked.
Yeah, so that's why you don't try it.
Right.
Because you want to go back.
Right. But it worked out. You know, she's still with Will.
Yeah, but what about him?
I hate to say this, but he's not worried about it.
He's not?
No. He got it. It's like...
He's not concerned about public opinion or anything?
I'm sure he may be. But for him, at this moment, he has more of the W than she does.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Because she was married to Will Smith. Multi-millionaire. You know, A-list celebrity. You know what I mean? And the D-list celebrity got the A-list celebrity when he was vulnerable in public perception. So, I think he might have the W on that.
And wait, I gotta hear this one.
Okay.
Meg the Stallion.
Right.
Tory Lane.
Right. It's hard to say because I don't know about the situation. I will say, however, it sounds weird. Very weird. I will say I found it very... I'm very curious about the situation. You can't get shot in both your feet and no bones break.
I never thought about that.
And they have to remove the bullet. Nah, I don't think so. That sounds kind of weird.
As my uncle would say, something's rotten in the cotton.
Right. It's rotten in the cotton.
Well, there you go.
Right. It's stank in the tank.
Stank in the tank. There's shit in the grit. Or there's shits in the grits.
So what do you think about it? Like, you know, talk about it.
Well, I mean, what I read is that, you know, they had been having entanglements. She and Tory Lane, right?
Okay.
And so they went to an event where he was showing mad amounts of attention to one of the Kardashian chicks, one of the younger ones. And Megan felt away. And she just went off on him. And then she just started to beat the shit out of him. And then in self-defense, he shot her. Harlem Nights. My pinky toe.
Right.
I can't imagine how pissed off she was. And I know that sometime... First, you know what? Another thing I think I need to consider is that I'm well over 40, okay? And so when I'm looking at these stories with people who are in their 20s, their hormones are different. You know, they're in a completely different place. And I don't know if it's fair to place my judgment from where I am to where they are.
Right.
But I can imagine how it could be frustrating to be in a situation where you're disrespecting me. Like, you teabagged me and I didn't say anything. I did some other activities that you really enjoy a lot. And now you're not going to give me attention. Maybe I would feel a way too. Right. But this is just me. I don't want to put my hands on you. If I feel like I'm going to put my hands on you, I am going to take myself out of it because I don't like to do that. Like, that's just not what I do. And I guess she was not able to pull out of it, and her anger got the best of her. I don't know about you. I just feel like if a woman hits a man, then she will
opens herself up to get hit.
Now in this case, she got shot.
Right. Which is too far. But I will say, women, men, keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. Because you may get shot.
Exactly.
Right.
But I heard she was beating the brakes off of him.
I'm sure because they say he's very small.
And she's
Amazon.
How tall is she?
I don't know, but I imagine she's like 5'10", 5'11".
With Converse on, so that means with some heels.
Right.
She's thick.
Yeah.
I ain't mad.
I mean, I don't know if she's that tall, but maybe she is. I would assume. And he's like 5'3" or something. I don't know. Crazy situation.
What do you all think?
Tell us below.
Que apenas. Que apenas. Que apenas. Que
All right,
apenas.
so
I don't know if that's it.
are you done
Que
with your
apenas.
interview?
No, I'm not.
Okay, let's go.
Best restaurant in the Triangle area.
Best restaurant in the Triangle area.
Or your favorite.
I don't know. I will say this.
First off, I know your wife is a great cook because I've seen some of her pictures on Instagram. It looked great, and there were no used packets of duck sauce. She just is gifted without the duck.
First of all, I want to say I'm nice in that kitchen. Y'all better realize.
You never show any pictures.
Go follow Cooking with B&P. Cooking with B&P. On Instagram. We actually don't have people following us right now because we kind of just started it. But most of the dishes you see up there are from me. So go follow that. But yes, she can't cook. But in this area, I'm trying to think. I hate being asked that question because I lose train of thought. There are a few places I will name. So Chai's is on Creedmoor Road. They're good.
What kind of cuisine is it?
Chinese.
Okay.
Like Chinese. We're Blasian. So go to for Mexican for me.
Where's that?
But it's Torero's.
Oh, okay.
Right there on Atlantic. Thai Su in Cary.
Where's that at?
Thai Su. It's off of. It's beside Center Bistro.
Center Bistro. Have you eaten at Center
Yeah,
Bistro?
I have. That was good. That was good. We went one time. Right in the early stages of coronavirus, we went there, and they had it spaced out and everything, but it was pretty good. But Thai soup besides Center Bistro was good for sushi and other food. It was kind of pricey. Trying to think what else. I'm not sure off the top. Yeah, that's all I can think of right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, what about you? I mean, what do you like? Well, never mind. You only eat juices and berries, so never mind. We don't want to know. It's okay. We don't want to know. Go ahead.
All right, this is the last deposit of information I'm going to leave with you.
Okay.
Full Moon Cafe.
Oh, Full Moon, yeah.
That's my place.
You did mention that.
And
then what do they serve?
It's seafood. But you guys, you get the Full Moon, whatever it's called, and it's like $44, and you get for two crab legs, scallops, shrimp, oysters, clams, and you can get it steamed or blackened.
I want to say, my homeboy told me about that.
It's incredible.
I
mean, it's really, really good. That's one of my favorite places. For breakfast, I like Toot and Tell. Toot and Tell on Garner Road.
Right.
Have you been there?
No, I heard it was good.
It is. Like, it's kind of like, it is a hole in the wall, but the food is great. The people are nice. Right. And I get a country sausage link biscuit. And,
Hold on, you eat chicken. You don't eat chicken, but you eat pork. Now, that's interesting. Wow.
But I bought this thing of bacon because I was like, I have to eat something in the mornings. Like, I'm like, like I won't eat, and then like I don't feel hungry, but like I can feel like my body's like not functioning well because you know, gotta watch my blood sugar. So I thought I would get the bacon, but it was just it's too much to eat. I like steak, And I like crab legs. I like fish sometimes, but chicken, I want to eat it. I went to the farmer's market yesterday for breakfast. Okay. This is the last story, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm like one of those people that you hate when they get the mic because they won't shut up.
No, I actually need to have you on for a conversation then.
Oh, I want to do a conversation.
Not like
I want to do a conversation. Okay. And so I went to the farmer's market because you can get like fried chicken, like a fried half chicken and a waffle, but it was way too much. So I got my biscuit with molasses because I love that. Again, molasses does not taste good, but I love it, so I just eat it. And it's the magnesium, right, bro? And then so I got the chicken, and it was pretty, and I put hot sauce on it, which should make it taste wonderful, quite frankly. And I ate the drumstick, and then I saw like a little piece of like fat, and it just turned. It turned me, and so I didn't eat it, so I didn't have to pay for it. That was beautiful. I paid $2 for a nice meal.
All right.
You guys, listen. If you're not following No Fluff, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's what I want to know.
All right. Subscribe.
So please.
Follow. Reach out. Like.
Go download songs, man.
Hey, I don't be twerking. I really don't be twerking. Thank God for that.
Yeah, show us what you do.
Okay.
Show me some twerk. Yeah. Do we need to move the table?
They helped me in class last week, but it's struggling. It's obviously struggling for me. But, cool. Thank you for the time.
Thank y'all for watching, man. Make sure you go support Lexi. Follow her. Download those songs. I'm going to have the SoundCloud link down below. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this video, like it, and all that. Let's get these let's get these numbers up, man, for real. Get them views up. Let's get them streams up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's it. We out.